Okay, so let me go. We're here on number 7. I'm going to go to the notes real quick. So coming over to the notes here. Let me grab them for you. So this is the exam 4 notes. Sorry, exam 5 notes. Here they are, exam 5 notes, and we've done ellipse already. Now we're on hyperbola, and specifically we're graphing a hyperbola not centered at the origin. So there we go. Let me go back and put this in for us. So there it is. Okay, so how do we how do we do it? So right now, let me show you this example. So in this example, they have, looks like ABC, three different hyperbola equations. How do we know these hyperbolas? Well, they have the minus signs in the middle. Now you say, what about this one? This is minus. Yeah, I'll explain that one in a minute. But, well, in fact, let me just explain that one right now. This one, if you subtract the x minus 1 squared over 1 from both sides, boom, boom, you realize what you get is y plus 3 squared over 1 minus x minus 1 squared over 1 equals 1, right? I just subtracted that from both sides, and so it is a minus. So here's the third one. So this one comes down to there, which is just like the first two. As far as it has a minus in the middle. So they really are, they're just trying to be a little tricky here on this third one by putting an equal sign in the middle, whatever. You know, when you just move this to the other side or just subtract it from both sides, it moves over the other side as a negative. So it really is subtraction in the middle, right? So when you have subtraction in the middle with the x squared or y squared and a 1 on the right side, that's a hyperbola equation. Okay, how do we graph it? Let's take a look. So let me first mention, let me go back to notes and first mention this part. This is important. And I'll put that over here first. Okay, so first off, let's look at how do you graph a hyperbola centered at the origin. I just want to point out if x squared is positive in the front, the branches go right left because the x-axis goes right left. If y squared is positive in the front, then the branches go up down because the y-axis is up down. Okay, so that's one thing we can do right away. We can look at this one and say, okay, this is y squared in the front, this one's x squared in the front, this one's y squared in the front. So only one of these is x squared in the front. You see, only one of these is x squared in the front. So let's handle that guy right away. So this guy right here, x squared is positive in the front. So what does that mean? The branches, not the breeches, the branches go right left for this one, right? Because x squared's in the front, so the branches go right left. So that's A, isn't it? That's got to be A. You see that? That's the only graph where the branches go right left. See, on B they're going up down, and on C they're going up down, aren't they? So that's got to be A because the branches go right left. So it's got to be A. So then the other two are B and C. How do you know which is which? Well, that's where, if we turn right here, graphing a hyperbola not centered at the origin, this is in the notes for you, not centered at the origin. How do we do that? Well, first off, it says the center is the opposite of the numbers next to x and y in the original equation. So see how we got a plus 7 here, and that's going to be minus 7, and a minus 2 here, and that's going to be plus 2. Right? So the center is the opposite of the numbers in parentheses next to x and y in the original equation. That's the same way it was for an ellipse. It's just opposite, opposite. Opposite of plus 7 is minus 7, opposite of minus 2 is plus 2. Okay, so let's go back and do that. So let's find the center. So what's the center of this one up here? This top equation. So the center of this one is going to be the opposite of x. X is plus 1, opposite of minus 1. And then the opposite of minus 3, plus 3. So it's plus 1 plus 3. Plus 1 plus 3 right there. See how the center is over 1, up 3? That's, oh, wait. Yeah, that's true, but the branches are in the wrong direction, right? This one has y in the front, right? Y is positive in the front. Y squared is positive in the front, meaning its branches are up, down. So it's this one here. Center is also 1, 3, right? And the branches go up, down. So this one has got to be B. Now, what about this third one? On this third one, the center is, again, opposite. So opposite of -1, +1 for x. And the opposite of +3, -3 for y. So +1 minus 3, that's perfect. +1 minus 3 right there, over 1, down 3. That's the center of that graph. And the branches go up, down. So we see y is positive in the front. So branches go up, down. Right here. Y is positive in the front, branches go up, down. Branches up, down. That's beautiful. So that is C right there. That one is C. So there we go. So we're getting that. So from graphing, well, a couple things. From this notes right here, which tells us which way, x squared in the front, right, left, y squared positive in the front, up, down branches, and then about the opposite. The center is the opposite of the numbers next to x and y in the original equation. So that's all we need for now. This is just an introductory question, getting you used to the general differences between different hyperbolas where the branches are right, left, or up, down, and the centers are in different spots, always the opposite of the numbers next to x and y. There we go.